Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Cornbition. Thank you so much for the support for the last video. I think it's like the second most viewed video on my channel, so thank you for that. But I'm going to talk about, the Scarif update, even though I talked about it the last video, and the future of Battlefront 2, because, I don't really know how long this game is going to last in terms of content, and, there's been a lot of discussion in the community. Is it close to, not receiving any live support anymore? Is the Scarif update going to be the last update for Battlefront 2? And yeah, so I'm just going to talk about that and just Scarif in general. So this video is only going to come out if there is no transmission tomorrow, and this video is going to come out on Tuesday if there is no transmission, because that is normally when a transmission comes out. So far it's only been revealed that the Scarif update is going to release in mid-April. Now, technically, April 15th is mid-April, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll release it on the 15th. I'm just saying that because instead of saying mid-April, they could have given an actual release, but I think they just didn't want to do that. It's, not to get the community's hopes up by giving like a solid release date, which is understandable. The update might not even come. There could be another delay. It could come next week, could come, who knows. Of course, any delays right now are 100% understandable, given that, the people at DICE, they do have to work home, and it's like a transition that, it affects like kind of how the work is being done. So that is understandable completely. Regardless whether the Scarif update comes or not, I'm just going to talk about some additional things. Like, one thing I kind of wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about in my last video is Supremacy. Now, I did talk about Supremacy, but there is one thing I'm kind of realizing about original Trilogy Supremacy, and this is to do with heroes, specifically villains. Now, obviously in Supremacy, you only get in-era heroes. Anakin's only in prequel Supremacy, Rey's only in the sequel Supremacy. That's like how it works in Supremacy. I like that. Only thing is that the villains, two of their in-era heroes are Palpatine himself and Vader. Now, I specifically want to talk about Vader because I feel like, Vader kind of needs a nerf. And how did I lose that? I have noticed that Vader actually might need a nerf. He is fun to play with. You can go on like pretty large, ridiculous streaks with him, but he is kind of powerful. I haven't seen how he performs in HVV because I don't normally play HVV, but in Galactic Assault, this guy is an absolute tank, especially with this focus raged on. Going down corridors, deflecting lightsaber blasts, choking everyone, throwing his lightsaber. It's like, he is ridiculous, he is absolutely insane. Now, why am I shooting at my own guy? Like, when I mean a nerf, I don't want Vader to be, like, weak. I don't want him to literally be, like, the weakest villain ever. I just don't want him... I want him to be a strong hero, but I don't want him to be, like the Vader that we saw in the hallway of Rogue One. Like, not that powerful. So, if there's some balance to make him in between there, I would like that. He right now is too powerful. And Palpatine... you can also go on pretty large streaks with him. I've noticed that he is also a pretty powerful hero. So maybe a nerf with him, because if both those heroes are out on the field, I feel bad for the Rebels. I don't know, like, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they won't be as strong as I'm, like, thinking about it. But I've seen both of those heroes. They are pretty powerful in Galactic Assault. So having both of them play, and both of them be, like, an absolute powerhouse... it might be a little scary, might be a little bit too powerful. But let me know what, like, in the comments, do you guys think Palpatine and Vader are going to be a problem in OT Supremacy? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Normally, with the transmission, they always mention some changes with heroes, so maybe they'll change Palpatine and Vader, but maybe they'll change at least Vader. I feel like Vader might get a change. Him, I've noticed that he's kind of pretty powerful. I've noticed him more on the field than Palpatine as of late. I don't know, maybe they'll just adjust that in the transmission tomorrow. Speaking of the transition, if it does come out tomorrow, I really gotta pick the time because I got online school tomorrow. This is off topic, I'm sorry, but yo, listen, I only have to go one class a day for like 2 hours, and there's no school on Friday. It's pretty easy. It's just amazing. I don't know, they've given it to us easy. But yeah, back on topic, that's just one thing I wanted to get out of the way. I feel like Vader and Palpatine might be a little bit too powerful on the field, especially Vader. Like, Vader is the main point. Other things about the Scarif update, obviously you are getting landing pad 13, which I am absolutely excited for. I hope gets like different daytime variations, because in 2015 Scarif, you can either play like on daytime or like, afternoon, where like the sun's setting, and then the daytime. I like both of those variants, and I hope we can get actual variants in the update. It's just a small, like, feature in terms of, like, aesthetics, but it is a cool feature that I would hope. That's another thing that I don't think I brought up in my last video. Other things about the Scarif update. Another thing that I literally do not expect we get in this Scarif update, but if they do, I'll be surprised and genuinely happy nevertheless, is I really hope that we can get new weapons. If we don't get new weapons, perfectly fine. It's not really to be expected. But I feel like new weapons, if they were to add, it would be nice. Just to grind out and just get like a new unique feel for our regular classes. That again, I'm gonna say I don't expect, but hopefully, maybe if we do get it, I'll be happy. If we don't, it's fine. Another thing I want to talk about in terms of reinforcements actually is the Ewok Hunter, our little Build-A-Bear teddy bear in the game. It's kind of a weak reinforcement, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not like the strongest reinforcement. I don't know what you guys think of the Ewok. I just genuinely I feel very weak with them. I feel like I can't really do that well with them compared to other reinforcements. The Ewok is different, which is obviously good. Having a different reinforcement than the rest is always nice, but the Ewok's more weak. Except his Wisties, that's good. His bow feels a little weak. And I just feel like he should get a buff. I feel like a buff is needed. And I think a few of you guys might actually agree with that. Let me know what you guys think about the Ewok Hunter. Definitely, I think he should get a buff, but I'd like to know what you guys think. That's just another thing I wanted to bring up. That's just some smaller things I didn't bring up with the Scarif update. It's not really about Scarif itself or the Supremacy, just some other features in the game I'd like to see. Talking about post Scarif. Now, we haven't really gotten any indication if there is going to be any content beyond Scarif. There isn't any hint or anything that would indicate that there's additional content lying beyond this update. Now, that could just be that they don't want to reveal anything. You know, honestly, if they were to continue updates past Scarif, I wouldn't expect any update to come in May. Maybe they'll take a gap month to like just bring out like the next new content. I don't know, but there's no indication that they are going to continue content beyond the Scarif update, and there's no indication that they won't continue content. So hopefully they do address in the transmission whenever that comes out that content will continue after the Scarif update. Now, if they were to continue some updates, I have some like ideas of just some stuff that I hope make it into this game before the game stops receiving live support. I feel like maybe one more month of original trilogy content would be good. I feel like the prequel era is like the favorite trilogy in this game, which it's one of my favorite trilogy. But I do like the OT. You know, gotta support like Vader and the crew. You know, can't be leaving him out. So, if we are to get any OT content, no heroes, don't mind if we do not get any heroes, but hopefully we get a Bespin map. Now, Bespin is like a map that I loved in the 2015 Battlefront, and I would love to see it in Supremacy, just seeing, you know, Cloud City from the 2015 map. That would be really fun to play on, and it would be good, because there isn't like any real urbanized maps in this game, other than like Naboo. So, having another city map, you can't deny, that'd be pretty fun. And then maybe after that, some more prequel content. Like, I'm fine if we don't get prequel content, or we do. If we were to get more prequel content, definitely Ahsoka Ventress update. I'm fine if we don't get any more heroes. If BB-8 and BB-9E are the last heroes for this game, then I'd be fine. I feel like we have enough heroes in this game. But it's all about the maps and the weapons. Those kind of stuff that I would really like. Maps for, you know, prequel, there is so much stuff. I just got obliterated. Now, if I was to give a guess, like, hypothetically, if they were to continue content after Scarif, which they might not, who knows, until they actually address it, I would feel like content could go up to maybe late summer, early fall. That's when, like, the last updates will start appearing. And yeah, I'd be fine with it. Honestly, I feel like Battlefront 2's already had enough content. Like, you know, it's made a huge comeback. It's amazing. So if we were to get content beyond Scarif, I'd be happy. If we weren't, I'd be okay. Let's go. 2 Sith Trooper kills in like a minute apart. I'm amazing. I haven't really discussed Battlefront 3. I don't even know if it exists, if it's in development. I don't know. If Battlefront 3 is going to be a thing, then I'm 99.999% sure that it's going to arrive on the next consoles, which I believe are going to be dropping the holiday of 2020. Definitely, I'm probably going to get a Series X, but I don't know. I'm just curious about the price, because, you know, I'm not trying to drop excessive amount of money for this console. So yeah, if Battlefront 3 is going to come, it's going to come next generation. And I feel like if they are developing it, then they might just update Battlefront 2 a few times. And then there's going to probably be a gap between the two games if Battlefront 3 is actually going to come out. But after the 2015 Battlefront Scarif update, there was a gap of, like, you know, no content for Battlefront 2015, I believe. Then Battlefront 2 released, so I feel like that's what's going to happen if Battlefront 3 is going to release. There's just going to be a gap, and then that game releases. If they do end it with the Scarif update, I'm completely fine with it. I'm already thankful with all the stuff they've added now. Like, this game is completely transformed ever since it, like, initially released. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to talk about. This has just been some random chill commentary. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of running out of like video ideas for Battlefront until the next update comes out. Now, if you did make it this far, comment down below some other games I should play for this channel. I am thinking of buying the Master Chief Collection because I'm a huge Halo fan. Yeah, it's been Cornbition. Comment down below anything you want to like, talk about or discuss in the comments about the Scarif update or Battlefront's future. I love interacting with you guys about Battlefront. Definitely really fun to do. But this has been Core Ambition. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. But yeah, peace out and have a nice day.